Hi guys, so this is the other guy. Listen, I have a project that I've been wanting to do. It's pretty important if you off-road. In a couple of weeks, I'll be going to go to off-road with a group of friends and group of family members who also likes to off-road with me. And so the trails that they'll be going to are pretty difficult, and they're pretty armored up, and so I thought I armored up my truck as well. And so today I am fabricating a fuel tank skid plate. It's for this truck right here. You've been following me. I've been building, slowly building up my truck. So that's what I'm doing here today. And if you are interested in how I do this fabrication, like and subscribe so that if I have any more new updates, you can follow me on YouTube. Other than that, let's go and have some fun. Okay, so as you can see here, we have some metal plates here. They are 10 gauge steel plates. This plate right here runs 22 inch by 4 feet long, and this is a little bit smaller, and it's still 10 gauge. So that's what we're going to be using, and I'll show you what we're doing here. Those of you who owns Toyotas, not Tacomas, but Toyota Tundras, you will find that there's no skid plate for the fuel tank, and the reason is because Toyota never had any intention in doing difficult trails with these giant hulks, so they don't really care about building skid plates for it. If you could see there, that's a plastic liner that's underneath the fuel tank, and that's about it. And you'll damage it if a rock comes into it. So let's see what we're gonna do, guys. So as you can see here, we're underneath the belly of the beast. This is the fuel tank. That's the tank. This is plastic. See that rip? I don't know how, but that thing's already ripped right here. So it's just a plastic liner, and the fuel tank is supported by two straps, two metal strap. One from here going down to here, and then it's bolted to this bolt right here. This is the frame, and this is what holds this this part of the tank here. Okay, and then if you look at here, that's the other strap, or the second strap, going from there to here to over here, and that's where it bolts onto the frame. So my goal is to mount a plate across here, just across the tank like this, coming over under here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fabricate a bracket that bolts into here. Okay, and then when I build the plate, the plate is going to resemble this thing right here. Okay, it's going to resemble this liner. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking down the liner, tracing it, and then building a plate using that outline. So we're basically making another liner with that metal plate that we have, and protecting the liner and the tank. That's what we're doing. So okay, so again, we're going to be making a bracket here, slanting down towards this bracket right here, but imagine another tank, right? The skid plate, and it's going to be welded onto the skid plate, sort of close to here. It's going to angle down this way. Same thing, it's going to angle down this way. It's going to be welded onto the new skid plate tank, or however you call it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to be unbolting that bolt, and you see this right here, the strap. I'm bolting that bolt so the strap can come loose. Once the strap comes loose, I've never taken this off before, so once the strap comes loose, my guesstimation, okay, my guesstimation, not estimation, my guesstimation is that the tank's going to come down due to gravity. So we're going to put a jack underneath to hold the tank in case it falls down. Note that this tank is half full, so it's going to be pretty heavy and awkward to put this thing back up, so we'll need a jack. So anyway, that's what's going to happen, and it's going to be a fun job. So that's what we're doing, guys. So let's get her done. Okay guys, so this is what I'm doing. As you can see here, I placed this jack stand right here onto the lip of here, avoiding to catch, well, I'm not avoiding, but just enough so that this plastic liner can be set free. As you can see there, my hydraulic jack is supporting the whole tank. Let's see. Okay, as you can see here, the bottom here, okay, those are the brackets that was holding the tank up. Okay, that's the bracket. So I removed the same bracket down there as well. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see. Yeah, you can see it. It's right there. So I did the same thing. I placed the jack stand at the edge where I can just support the tank itself, like right here. See right here? So the tank, the plastic liner, is ready to fall out once I remove the jack stand. So I'm gonna leave this here, and I'll show you how it looks like when I release it. Alright? Okay, so this is the liner, and that's how it looked like when it was down, when it was not removed. And so what we're going to do is we're going to trace this bad boy over the plate that I have, and then we're going to start cutting. Okay guys, so this is what I've done. I've placed the liner on top of a cardboard right here. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm mocking up a cardboard model so that I can use the cardboard as a template for my final build. So what I did is I have, if you look at here, you see the marks here. I have traced the lip of the liner here. So basically what I'm doing here, okay, is I'm building a box, okay, to house this liner. This way, it'll fit right in when I bolt this thing onto the vehicle. Okay, and you'll see what I'm doing. Okay, so I don't know if you see this, but right here is this bolt to frame. So I'm not going to cut this part. Okay. However, I'm going to cut this outline right here, and so that we can begin the process of building this thing. Okay. Okay, folks. So this is what I did. Basically, if you look at here, I have made this, I've cut this to size, okay. So now what I did is I've also measured this here like so, okay, so that I can you know, I've measured the length of here, of the the depth of here, okay, so that I can make little cutouts like this, okay. So basically what I'm doing is I'm mocking up a model, okay, so that these will be my cutting template for my metal. So being that this is so, this here will then, okay, this here, you know how this piece goes like right here? It will then be moved up here, and I will take this here. Okay. And at the end, it'll resemble this. Okay guys, so this is how it is done. I've cut, as you can see how I assembled this. This is a mock-up right here. Okay, so basically, as you can see here, this I won't make a gusset here, okay, or a wall here. Basically, this is gonna be bolted onto the frame here, okay. And as you can see here, I will weld a piece of metal here, along here, and along there. And basically, after it's built, okay, the tank protector, I'll call it a tank protector. It's supposed to be a skid plate, but I'll call it a tank protector. Will look like something like this, okay. So as you can see, it'll cradle the plastic liner and protect the tank like that, okay. So then I will be building brackets so that it'll go here to the frame, and I'll figure something out as it comes along. Okay, so that's how it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing, the liner, back in, because I already know how I've already built a model. So once this is done, I will then insert it into the underside. Okay guys, so this is what I did. I made the template, drew it onto my 10 gauge steel plate, and this is what I did. I cut the place into shape. As you can see right here, sorry about that. Okay, so this piece right here, what I did was, it used to be straight like this, right? It used to be a flat plate. So I drew the template here, and then I make grooves into here, so that way I could bend it around here. See that? So this is grooved, oh, this is bent like this, bent like that, like this. This place right here goes here, and it goes all around the shape here. So that's what I did, and it's coming very well. Pretty stoked. Tomorrow I'll clean it, and then I'll tack it into place, and I'll mock it up onto the underside of the fuel tank. So it's coming along awesome. So this is it, guys. So as you can see here, it's coming along. This is going to be cradling the fuel tank. Okay, the fuel tank will be here. Okay, like how I showed you when it was I used the cardboard to make a model. This part right here, it will be to mount onto the underframe of my truck. Okay, there will be a bracket around here to support the weight of the if this should go under if a rock should try to press against this, there should be a bracket here supporting the weight of the truck or the rock, deflecting the weight or the or whatever the pressure of the rock. There should be a bracket around here as well, and there's going to be a bracket around here. And I'll show you. This thing goes like this. Okay, and it's not tacked on yet, but it should be tacked on tomorrow. So listen, guys, follow me for the next part, and you'll see the end result to be continued.